Hey friends, welcome back to Devil's Advocate, the critical thinking channel, and today we're going to talk about Hecticana's new video. So if you haven't seen it, in the video he discusses Rachel's post about the Emily situation, and if you don't know what that is, basically Rachel promised Emily some money for the DV vid of Amber that everybody has wanted, the BPD meltdown and crash out. I mean, I don't know how that could be any different to the actual crash outs we see, to be honest. Like, I feel like we've had a glimpse of that recently with everything that's been going on. But Hecticana described it all as a big nothing burger and that he's not bothered about it at all. Which, okay, everyone's entitled to their opinion, but I'm here to tell you why he should be bothered about it. And it's literally because, for example, if Beck had offered Rachel a video evidence of how she was being treated by Amber in her relationship, because obviously Beck is a survivor of domestic abuse from Amber, and we've all seen the videos, we all know the information about that, and there's like no getting away from that. Amber was definitely the aggressor in that relationship, and Beck offered Rachel the video, and Rachel said, do you know what, for the video I'm going to give you a bit of money to help you out. That's totally fair enough, and I'd respect that, but that's not the case. So we all know that Emily's a feeder, that Emily's manipulative, and also a potential abuser, maybe more abusive than Amber Lynn, but you know, we don't know what goes on behind closed doors. That's completely my opinion on the situation from what I've seen of Emily. I definitely feel that offering another abuser money for a video of someone being abused is just really gross. It's very seedy and insidious, and I don't like it at all. Especially when Rachel claims to be an advocate for people like who've been in domestic violence situations, and I think that was actually like very insensitive of her to try and get that video. You know, she flew too close to the sun, as we've already discussed. But for me, Hecticana kind of downplaying it as if it was like calling it a nothing burger. Like, I think he really needs to evaluate what he's saying, or maybe even like reread Rachel's post, because in that post she's almost like not taking accountability, even though she says she is. She's not, which she would tell Amber to do all the time, is take accountability, let your audience know what's going on. But she didn't do that. She wrote a post, which many times before she's criticised Amber for, you know, and also like giving Emily money for anything. Like, money should never cross hands in these situations. And to be honest, do I really want to see a half-naked Amber Lynn Reid having some kind of meltdown? You know, not really. It's not something I need on my mind. I have enough nightmares of my own. That's not really something I need to see, like, at any point. We know it happens. We've seen bits of it happening on her live stream crash outs, and that is more than enough for me. And he also mentioned like the messages between Amber and Emily, and how, like, you know, Rachel's gone through all of those messages. Like, fair enough, she put a lot of work into that, even with the voice notes that are now not there, etc. But the first video was interesting. It was interesting to see the dynamic in the relationship. But obviously none of us knew that she was offering money for those screenshots. But I did have a feeling that it was Emily's way of getting back at Amber. Like, she said she was going to destroy her life, and manipulators and controlling people, that's how they do it. They share information, negative information about someone with everyone around them, doesn't matter who it is, and make them isolated. That's what they do. And like, Amber's obviously the same, tries to isolate someone, but in a totally different way. So for example, like, Amber would demand time from that person, but Emily doesn't care about her time. She just wants to control her. So it's kind of like this, same thing but completely opposite ways of controlling for like a similar outcome, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm not surprised at all at Emily's behaviour. I'm definitely not surprised at Amber's behaviour. I'm interested to see where they've disappeared to and what is going on. Obviously, I'm not gonna hunt her down and pay her anything to find that out. Like, I don't care that much about it. But it is kind of interesting that it's all come to a complete halt. There's a lot of tumbleweeds in Gorlworld now. Yeah, but I definitely feel Hecticana is definitely downplaying the situation. I'd be interested to hear what other reaction channels think of it. And I am wondering if, like, Rachel is going to give the full proceeds to Beck, who really needs it at the moment. I hope she does. I think that would redeem a lot of it. But at the same time, I think if she pays her back, then Anne Boleyn will be like, well, I don't have to now because she got her money back. But, it's a tricky one. It's morally tricky, but I think it's the right thing to do. She shouldn't be able to keep money from that. Emily definitely shouldn't be able to get money from that. And I think that's how it should be. And that's definitely my opinion on this whole situation. Like, totally my own opinion of things I've seen on public posts. And yeah, I'm interested to know what you all think about it, whether you agree with me or whether you have other things you want to talk about. That would be great. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'd really love to start a critical thinking community with you all about Gorlworld, not just the girls, but like the reaction channels as well, and how they behave and the accountability of all of them, to be honest. Sometimes they can all be a little bit much, can go over the line. And also remembering Rarity. Like, all of this is a big distraction from Rarity, and that's the important part, and that's the important point. What happened to Rarity? Where is Rarity? Please, let's find that out. I really hope Geordie continues talking to that person he's talking to and finds out what happened to her. Well, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate, like I say, please like and subscribe to my channel. Tell people about my channel. I really want to build a beautiful community of critical thinkers. Thank you for your time. Have a good evening. Thanks. Bye.